I can say it now, sir. That's definitely Professor Madaraki's research lab. The genius, Madaraki no Mitsu. He's my last hope. I must speak with him, at any cost.
Huh? The professor? Actually, he's out of the house at the moment. You can call me Fran. If you'd like, we can talk further inside.
Huh. Is that the professor's daughter?
I'm not sure. She looks patched together. I know that Professor Madaraki is a bachelor, and I haven't heard of any living family, but...
Madaraki no Mitsu. They say that during the First World War, he rose to be recognized as the world's foremost biochemist. After the war, he traveled to America and Israel, furthering his research, and finally, he returned to Japan. He was getting on in years by World War II. He should be over 80 years old by now. He's a monster. Ah, hello.
Sorry to keep you waiting. So your son was in an automobile accident and he passed away? That must have been terrible for you.
The police say it was caused by excessive speed. But actually, he was trying to avoid a child in the road. The young master hung around with a tough crowd, but he was actually extremely kind.
My career has always gotten in the way of being a good father. But my wife cared for him enough for the both of us. Now she's not able to cope with my son's passing. I know that this is a great deal to ask, but as a father, I must do everything possible. And in my search, I heard rumors of Professor Madaraki. Madaraki no Mitsu, the biologist from hell. A man who possesses such surgical skills that he is capable of raising the dead. A man that called himself the spider's thread. And I came looking for this man with the power to dispel death.
Yes, how touching.
When I heard that he had returned, I knew there was no other place to turn. I used every method available to me. And finally, we located his research facility. But if the professor is out, there's nothing that I can do. I'll come again later.
Please wait. Would it be fine if I helped you alone? Oh my, pardon me. This always happens the worst times. The professor is still training me in biotechnology, and I'm not yet at his level of skill, but I would like to take the case.
Stay back!
No, I mean...
This is ridiculous! What the hell is this place?
What was that girl?
She's a monster!
My, what a rude little man. Monster? Don't you see that Fran is the professor's ultimate masterpiece? If that girl felt like it, it would be child's play for her to bring your son back to life. After all, it's because of her that we're able to live at all.
Thank you so much.
I'll do my best.
It's a monster house! You're incredible, sir!
I'll do whatever it takes for this. I'd even make a contract with the devil.
Now then, I agreed to do it, but I wonder how I'll manage.
Huh? What? You can't just fix the corpse and turn him back on?
It's not that simple. This is a very complex operation.
How so?
Remember this, Okita. As a general rule, raising the dead is impossible, okay?
Huh. Really?
Just think about it. A human being is more than just flesh and bone moving around. Making a corpse move again is a simple matter, but giving that corpse the personality it had in life is very difficult. There's past knowledge, habits, memories, even innate personality traits, and all of them have to be present and accounted for. Because if any are missing, he won't be the same person that he was before.
Yeah, okay, that went right over my head. So why'd you agree if it's so damn hard?
Well, it's so sad. He actually came all this way to try to help his dead son, right? He must have loved his son so much.
I have to wonder about that. He seems really suspicious to me.
You know, being distrustful of others is your worst personality trait.
And your empty-headed simplicity is your best trait.
The full moon sure is pretty.
Fran! Stop being so damn carefree. Give me a hand with this.
But I'm working hard. At least my body is.
Look, it's a matter of posture, okay? It's being kinda unsteady over here.
How rude. Aren't you aware that the brain and the body are best used separately? Huh? What's wrong, guys? Oh, of course. Tonight's the full moon. Yeah, no problem. Go out and have fun. Try not to get your picture taken. This is when you know they're alive. The full moon brings out all of the energy in them. Let's hope they don't get into trouble. Why aren't you out flourishing with the others?
You're pissing me off. I may look like this now, but I've still got my human pride.
Pride, huh?
Stop that!
Pride. The real problem lies in how we define what exactly is classified as human. I can remake him, but he'll be different. I can make a clone, but that won't be returning a dead son either. It's all a matter of the software and the user.
So, have you talked with the lawyers?
I've tried our hand a bit, but the reaction was expectedly weak.
This is pathetic, and it's all that blithering old man's fault. Who ever heard of giving 90% of your estate to a grandchild? That worthless brat Yujiro! What part of that pretentious good-for-nothing deserves all that money?
Still, killing him was a bit...
Hey!
Pardon. News of his accident will only serve to worsen your current position.
I'm fully aware. That's why I'm relying on Madaraki to help. All I need is someone that I can point to and say he's alive. If his heart beats and his legs move, the inside can be empty for all I care. At least that way he wouldn't talk back.
I see. It's true that under the circumstances that would be the best outcome for you. So, the plan is to turn Yujiro into an obedient puppet then.
There's no other reason to keep that little shit around. Excuse me, sir. A person by the name of Madaraki is here to see you. What?
Sorry to keep you waiting so long. I'm here to bring your son back.
Little lady, this is...
Ah, there you are. We just finished preparing.
And they are...
Assistants. Now let's get started.
Right now?
When dealing with damaged flesh, the surgery can't be too soon. You've frozen him then? Absolutely perfect.
What are you doing with Matsui-san?
You cannot enter.
Now then, let's get this started. Sterilize the room.
What is this?
It's fine, it's just anesthesia.
Your body!
Today's operation is going to be too intricate for only one set of hands. Oh yes, and before I forget, the charge for this procedure will be 400 million yen. I may end up having to remove some organs. So, pardon the dust. Begin the operation! Electrocardiogram, okay? Prepare the iodine while I make the first incision.
My body. I can't speak. Someone. Anyone. Help me.
Artificial heart is operational. Nerve response found. Blood vessels connected. We're moving to the sun. Now performing organ removal. Send 3.8 volts to the brainstem in 3-second intervals. System unification is looking favorable. Prepare the amp. Cerebral extraction from the parent is complete.
Matsui-san, you're awake!
I...
You've been out cold for a full week! Thank God!
So it was a dream.
Not quite.
My head!
I've wanted to talk to you.
Sir?
I haven't forgotten that you killed me. And now We're together again. We'll always be together. Let's have fun, Papa.
Well, it wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
Oh?
I connected the son's brain to the father's brain. Of course, the son's brain had long since died, so the father's brain provides something of a secondary power source for the son's brain. His brain is also acting as a depository for all of his son's personal information, so they'll feel like one person. So, the father's brain is basically playing host to the son's. Basically, the father is now both himself and his son, but they should still remain relatively separate personalities. I even modified the neck to allow the head to rotate a full 270 degrees. That way, when the father's personality is in control, he can use his face and the son can take his turn in front as well. A perfect picture of human efficiency. I bet they're having a tearful reunion right now. There's nothing that makes me happier than moments like this. Oh, this is so wonderful.
I wonder when the professor will be coming back.
I hope he gets back soon. Then I can tell him about the last operation. Oh, he'll be so pleased.
I wonder. You think maybe they didn't want to be put together?
What do you mean, Okita? How dare you rain on my parade? No dinner for you!
Well, they are father and son. I guess it'll work out.